Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He scores B+. He's a good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
This is a man who will walk the talk. He won't just say he wants to succeed, he'll put in the hard work and follow through. His actions match his words, and he's serious about making progress in life. He isn't the type to get stuck worrying about small problems, so he keeps moving toward his ambitions.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When faced with setbacks at work, he's the kind of person who bounces back rather than falling apart. If something goes wrong, he doesn't waste time feeling sorry for himself or blaming others. He's open hearted and looks for solutions, diving back in with energy.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work might respect him for getting things done and for his caring attitude, but he isn't always the easiest person to get along with. He can be blunt and sometimes says things without thinking about others' feelings, which may rub some colleagues the wrong way. Overall, expect more respect than popularity.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your own career, he'll be genuinely proud and happy for you. He enjoys seeing people he cares about succeed and will likely show his excitement, sometimes in big gestures or kind words. He won't feel threatened or jealous. Instead, your achievements add joy to his life.
What if you start earning more than him?
No, he won't secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He's grounded and comfortable with himself, so your financial achievements won't bruise his ego. If anything, he'll celebrate your achievements and encourage you to aim higher.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not the most careful planner when it comes to money, so you might notice that he sometimes spends without thinking too much about budgets or saving. He doesn't stress over every rupee or make detailed lists, but he's not reckless either. You won't see him hoarding money, but he won't throw it away foolishly either.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He usually lives within his means and doesn't try to show off or act richer than he really is. You won't see him buying flashy things just to impress others or pretending to be someone he's not. He's practical about his choices, even if he sometimes spends without much planning.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open hearted and generous both with money and his attitude. If someone needs help, he's quick to lend a hand or share his resources without counting every penny. You'll find him caring not just about himself, but also about the happiness of those around him.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is mostly open and honest about money, not the type to hide things or play tricks. If you ask him about his spending or savings, he'll tell you straight, even if he's a bit casual about how things are managed. Sometimes he might forget details or not be super organized, but you can trust his intentions.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared, not just your job alone. You'll find that he's willing to pitch in and help out, even if things aren't always super tidy. You can count on his good intentions and partnership at home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He won't just sit back and supervise while you do all the work. Instead, he'll actually help with chores and even with things like changing diapers. He understands that taking care of a home and children is a team effort and wants to be useful, not just give advice from the side. Sometimes you may need to ask him, but once you do, he'll jump in and do his part without grumbling.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is more understanding than argumentative, so he'll make an effort to see your side instead of just trying to win a fight. If there's a disagreement, he listens and doesn't jump in with harsh words or stubborn arguments. A calm conversation brings out his willingness to understand, not just debate.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays calm and respectful. He doesn't yell, say hurtful things, or act aggressive. If something upsets him, he'll step back quietly rather than explode or lash out. You won't see him making sarcastic remarks or getting physical even during tense moments.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he isn't the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He's steady and relaxed, even when things go wrong. So you won't see him shout or lose his temper at the drop of a hat. If something upsets him, he's more likely to step back quietly and think before reacting.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility for his mistakes instead of blaming you. If he does something wrong or forgets something, he won't try to shift the blame or make you feel guilty. Even if he feels hurt, he's more likely to stay quiet and think things over than accuse you unfairly.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He's caring and listens to what makes you comfortable or uncomfortable without trying to push or change your mind. You can trust that he won't cross lines or ignore your feelings even if he's disappointed.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the type to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He understands that everyone has their own feelings and needs, and he respects yours without feeling hurt or upset. If you say you're tired or just want some space, he won't sulk or make you feel guilty.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and respect. He values your feelings and wouldn't use anything personal to hurt or embarrass you later. You don't have to worry about betrayal or nasty surprises. He treats your trust as something precious.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and unlikely to be easily distracted by other women. His commitment runs deep and he values the relationship and the emotional connection you share. You won't catch him flirting or chasing after someone else for excitement.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive. You won't find him acting jealous, trying to control what you do, or watching you with suspicion all the time. He trusts you and doesn't jump to conclusions or pick fights over little things.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature comes from genuine care, not a desire to control you. He wants you to feel safe and supported, not restricted or bossed around. In fact, he respects your decisions and gives you space.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to do most of the work alone. He wants to be involved, whether it's helping with schoolwork, playing with the kids, or calming them when they're upset. You won't be left feeling like the parenting load is all on you.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He understands that children make mistakes and have tough days, so he responds with patience and gentle words. His steady nature helps him support and comfort the kids rather than scare them.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you in being both a loving mother and your own person. He understands that you have dreams, hobbies, and goals beyond just your role in the family, and he respects that. He wants you to feel happy and fulfilled, not trapped or unappreciated.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will promise support for your career now and then suddenly ask you to quit after you have a child. He respects your dreams and believes in teamwork, so he's not looking to trap you with changing expectations. You won't have to worry about broken promises or hidden pressures to give up your career.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with genuine warmth, not just with surface level politeness. When he's with them, you'll notice real care in his words and actions. He'll listen to their stories, join family events, and try to build a true connection. You won't have to worry about fake smiles or cold formality. Instead, expect kindness and honest attention every time he's around your family. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or gets too involved, he will handle it calmly and try not to make things worse. He won't lose his temper or start arguments. Instead, he'll step back and think about the best way to solve the problem. His peaceful nature means he looks for solutions and wants everyone to feel respected, not hurt.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he's not the kind of man who acts modern with you, but turns around and expects you to be a completely traditional, supportive wife just for his relatives. He values honesty and consistency and wants you to feel comfortable with who you are, whether it's at home or in front of his family. You won't feel forced to pretend or hide your real self just to please others.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you and not just stay out of it or side with others. He believes in standing by you, especially when things are tough, and make sure you feel heard and respected. He'll listen to your feelings, help find calm solutions, and make sure your well being comes first.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a typical mummy's boy, so you don't have to worry about him always taking his mother's side in every conflict. While he loves and respects his mother, he knows that his first loyalty is to you as his partner. His aim is fairness and harmony, but your feelings and well being will always come first for him.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he won't share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He believes that some things should stay between partners and values your trust and privacy. If you argue or have a personal issue, he won't rush to tell his family all about it or use them as a referee.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So this is why this guy scores B plus. He's a good guy. Being in a relationship with him means living with someone who is caring, hardworking, and honest day in and day out. You'll feel supported and respected whether it's about your dreams, family, or everyday life.